What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm out here at beautiful Mission Bay. I mean, can we just take a look at this view right now? Soak this in. So pretty out here. I just knew that I had to film outside because it was too nice not to, and I honestly don't like filming in my house at all. The backgrounds are just not on par at all. Needed to get out of the house, needed to get out of there. Honestly, it took me forever to find this setup because I'm super awkward and I don't want people to hear me. Plus my setup looks really weird. My phone is on a foam roller right now and my backpack is also helping prop it up. Just looks a little strange. When do I not look strange? Especially in public, especially when I'm talking. It's fine, it's San Diego, there's a lot of weird people here, so. Today I wanted to touch on the reality of being a professional athlete. For those of you who don't know or who haven't seen my past videos, I used to be a professional triathlete. That's what I had been doing for the past year, but recently I made the switch to professional running. I've only been a professional runner for about a few weeks, so although I'm not necessarily a pro on being pro, I do feel like I have learned so many things about the lifestyle and what it takes to be a professional athlete over the past year, and I just wanted to share what I've learned with you guys, share my abundance of knowledge about being pro. Let's get into the video. I'm also wearing a gray shirt, so I might start sweating out here. It was probably a poor decision to wear gray. All right, so the first aspect of the professional athlete life that I wanted to touch on is the challenge of starting over again. So basically, when you go pro, you're at the bottom of the food chain again. In college, maybe you reach the highest level. I went to nationals my senior year and I was like, wow, I'm super sick. So fast, right? But that's it, you know, that was cool, awesome, but now I'm at the bottom again. And that was the same way with triathlon. I was definitely at the bottom. Never really got to the top either. So yeah, it's difficult having to start over again and basically feel like you're a high school freshman. That being said, it's also why I continue to do this sport. If I was an Olympic gold medalist from the get-go, then there would be no challenge, I don't want to say no reason to be doing the sport, but it wouldn't be as fun or meaningful to me. It is really hard being at the bottom again, but at the same time, it's necessary. The second aspect I want to touch on is social life. When you're a professional athlete, your social life definitely suffers, let me tell you. Now, I'm already introverted by nature, so I don't have, or I never did have, a mega social life by any means, but being a pro can get kind of lonely at times because you have to prioritize your hard workouts over hanging out with friends a lot of the times. For example, I can't really just go out on Friday, Saturday night and, party it up, baby, because I have a tempo on Saturday morning or a long run on Sunday morning. So it's just a matter of making a lot of sacrifices that can lead to, I don't want to say losing friendships, but I guess kinda, especially when you're 23, I don't really know many other 23-year-olds who are doing what I'm doing. I'm sure once I move to Atlanta, it'll be easier because I'll have a team again. I don't have anyone in San Diego who's doing the same thing as me here. So it's been kind of lonely and it's definitely difficult having to sacrifice that more fun lifestyle to run. But at the end of the day, you have to remember what your goals are and why you're doing what you're doing. At least that's what I have to do. It's the next aspect is a huge one, and that is the pressure to be fit and healthy all the time. I feel like there's this expectation with pro athletes where you're supposed to look pro all year round. You're supposed to have that six-pack. You're supposed to constantly be eating healthy. You're supposed to look like you're in amazing shape all the time. And in reality, that's not sustainable. You can't just be this robot all year round. But I feel like, at least for me, I'll always have this little voice in the back of my head that's thinking about running performance and how certain decisions I make will affect my next race or whatever. And that's just not healthy. You have to realize at the end of the day that you are human and that you can chill and relax a little bit, especially during the off season, when you have those couple weeks off twice a year. Got to take advantage of that full on because you will honestly go crazy if you try to be perfect, eat only whole foods 100% of the time, and hit your mileage exactly on the dot every single day for however long. it's just not sustainable in the long term. That's what I've learned. It has not been easy. You know, I've gotten very used to eating healthy and seeing my body look a certain way in the mirror, and letting that go during the off season or just letting myself loose every now and then doesn't really come natural to me. I really have to make the conscious effort to, like I said, take a chill pill and realize at the end of the day that I am a human being who deserves to treat herself every now and then, even when I'm a professional and it's my job. When it comes to nutrition and diet especially, I think letting yourself indulge or whatever every once in a while is actually super helpful, because it makes you feel better mentally. If you're constantly stressed about what you're eating or what you look like in the mirror, that's gonna weigh on your mental health, and that's gonna affect your running performance negatively because you're not in a good headspace. You don't want to have that like stress of being perfect. So letting yourself, you know, eat whatever every once in a while is not gonna kill you. It's honestly gonna help you in the long run, because your mind will feel so much better and more relaxed, more at peace, more at ease, and ready to go when you need to push yourself hard in a workout or a race. I also just want to touch a little bit more on nutrition and diet, because I get so many DMs and questions about my personal nutrition and diet and my experiences, and I feel like I've never really like opened up that much about that, and that is such a huge part of distance or endurance sports, especially running in college. The whole eating thing is just this gigantic issue, and it's horrible. It's not a good culture. I've learned, especially like my last couple years at college, that if you try to eat 100% clean when maybe your mind doesn't want to, or if you don't eat enough, like your body will eventually give in and tell you to eat whatever. You will develop overwhelming cravings, or maybe even periods of like extreme hunger. I know that with triathlon training, I definitely experienced some of that because I wasn't fueling enough for the amount of cardio that I was doing at the beginning. Like I would have 3 dinners and still not feel full because my body was just asking for more food. I thought I was eating enough. So yeah, just know that if you're training hard and if you're eating well, let's say 80% of the time, your body is naturally gonna arrive at a weight that it performs best at, whatever that race weight may be for you. It happens gradually, it happens over time. You can't rush it, you know, you can't just shed all this body fat in a week. If you try to take that shortcut, you will 100% get injured. So like for me, I haven't always looked the way I do by any means. Like I'm a naturally thin person, I'm super tall. I've always been somewhat thin, whatever, but I haven't always looked the way I do now. It happened very gradually over time through more intense training, you know, upped mileage, harder workouts, and I also started eating a lot healthier my last couple years of college. Freshman, sophomore year, I was living a very unhealthy lifestyle. So yeah, nothing good happens from rushing things, especially when it comes to your body and weight. And yeah, even for me, like my race weight like, is not maintainable year round. I'm not shredded with like 6-pack abs every single day of the year. My body will definitely fight it. It knows when my weight has dropped too low. It will tell me to eat more food. I will get ravenous and have to have like 80 meals a day. So it's not the healthiest weight for your body. It's not really naturally where your body wants to be. That's why you take breaks. You probably can't maintain a super shredded physique year round, and it's okay. It's natural, you're human. People are meant to have some fat on their bodies. It's healthy, it's natural. So don't fight your body. Your body knows what it needs, it knows what it wants. Try your best to listen to it. That's what I try to tell myself, even as a pro. It's still not easy. Second to last aspect of the reality of the professional runner life is income. Income is not high. It's really hard to make money when you're a professional athlete if you're not a pro basketball player or a pro football player. It's definitely not the pathway to riches unless you're winning Olympic gold. I mean, you're kind of slumming it. Your training schedule makes it pretty difficult to get another job, especially triathlon training. Like, I don't even know how I would have had another job. One, I always had cardio brain, so I'd be useless mentally for anyone. And 2, I'm like training all day long, morning, midday, late afternoon. Like, I would just have no time to get a job. They didn't really want me to get a job either, so it could definitely make you question why you're doing what you're doing, because you know that other people, like your friends, are sitting at a desk all day and making 10,000 times more money than you while you're out like throwing up and killing yourself like on the track. But at the end of the day, you know, you get to be outside doing what you love, and that is what matters most. Being happy matters so much more than money, at least in my opinion right now. So that might change. I don't know. All right, so the last aspect of the reality of the professional life that I want to touch on is feeling a lack of purpose. This was a huge problem for me with triathlon. I just feel like I didn't have any time or energy to do anything other than train, and it felt a little selfish. It felt a little, I don't want to say pointless, because I know it wasn't pointless, but it just felt like that to me sometimes. Like I'd wake up every day like, why am I just working out, like exercising? Like, how is me moving my body helping other people? For me, it's been necessary to find something that gives the sport more meaning. I know for me that is impacting other people, whether that be through motivation, inspiration, education about the sport. I know that I have to make it mean something more than performance and my results at the end of the day. All right, that is it, guys. That is everything I wanted to touch on about the reality of being a pro athlete. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked it, be sure to click that like button below. Really helps out me, really helps out my channel. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Like, if you're not, what are you doing? I have so much more content coming out about running and lifestyle and Atlanta. Really gonna miss San Diego, to be honest. It's beautiful here, but you know, you gotta move on. You gotta make moves in life, guys. That is my biggest piece of advice for you in this video. If you didn't get anything else out of this video, just know that you gotta make moves in life. You gotta make change when you're fed up with where you're at. You gotta just take a risk every once in a while. Let me know down in the comments what you're most excited for the rest of the year. We'll see you all in my next video. Peace out.